Hey everybody, welcome to Ellis Mowers. I appreciate y'all watching as always. I have not done an update video in a long time. I've just been pretty busy with getting lawnmowers and stuff out and other things. So I wanted to give you an update video. Y'all love watching these, and so I'm going to give them to y'all. I did post a video yesterday on the Max Speeding Rods deck spindles that they sent out to me. I did an unboxing and a quick review. I'm going to put them on a Craftsman riding mower here in the coming weeks, but I also wanted to clarify, I guess, if you're looking for 15% off, if you are looking to buy mower deck spindles, carburetors, they've got a bunch of parts and performance parts for a lot of make and model cars as well, if that's your thing. Cars and trucks. The discount code is Ellis. It's all lowercase, ELLIS. You can click the link below in the description. I'll put it down there. And if you do buy something, use the code Ellis, ELLIS, for 15% off your order. They do free shipping in the United States. They have a warehouse in Kentucky that it ships from, or at least that's what the spindles ship from for me. They look pretty good for what they are. So, again, just wanted to clarify that just in case some of my repeat viewers are watching this and are looking to buy something from Max Speeding Rods. Well, let's get into the nitty-gritty of the mower update right here. 1st of June, believe it or not. Hard to believe. Wow. Did a quick tally of everything that I've done so far. Again, I have started to do a couple of repairs and services here and there this year, and that actually added up to be about 20 repairs that I've done pretty much since March. Riders, I've done 15 riders so far. I've got number 16 for sale, which is, well, 16 and 17, but that's a hauler. I'm still working on that. It's not starting like I want to. I might have to put a different starter on it. But number 16 is that yard machines there. And I just reallocated the garage. This is probably the cleanest my garage has been in about 4 or 5 months. So I've done 37 push mowers, 9 2-cycle equipment, mostly weed eaters. I've had a leaf vac and a tiller in there. 2 4-cycle tillers, a generator, and an edger. So we've been cruising along. I haven't had as much time because I'm not on a week-on, week-off schedule at my regular job this year, and a lot of other life things happening this year now that things are starting to open back up and things like that. So I would say that's pretty good. What is that? 37, 50, probably about 65 units or so that I've pushed out so far since pretty much since March. So that was 3 months worth of 3 months worth of equipment there. Been pretty dry. We did get a little rain over the weekend, and sales are struggling right now. I sold a Murray rider about a week ago and have not been able to sell a thing since. Hot and dry weather killed me this week, but that's allowed me to catch up and have quite a few things ready. 2 push mowers. Let me show you. Let's walk around. 2 push mowers. 3 push mowers, excuse me. I got that hauler ready, got that rider ready, got a leaf blower ready, got a Echo weed eater ready too, and some Echo hedge trimmers. I'll show you all that in this video. So, got that, picked that up this weekend on Sunday. It's a neighborhood that I do a bunch of servicing and stuff for. And the woman was like, if you want it, you can have it. Brought it home. The cable was come undone off of this. Put a zip tie on the cable, put it back on, put some gas in it, started right up, put a blade on it. Didn't even need a diaphragm or an air filter. So I got it listed for $50 because this one has the classic deal of the back wheels on the deck having issues. And so, because of the weakness of the deck, I got so many hits on it. I hope it leaves today. Just nobody's following through. But I'll show you what's in the garage here. I'll go into the lean-to, and then I'll show you what's outside. You'll see that I've got a lot to do. Yard Machines MTD. Got it in a large lot of items, and pretty much, well, I got what, 4 riders, a bunch of parts. So pretty much when I sell this, I only need about $150 in order for me to break even on the lot, and I've still got those 2 riders to sell that came a part of that lot. That one's got a bagger on it. This yard machine's all it needed. Somebody had spliced the wiring and bypassed the seat safety switch to get it, try to get it to go, and I had to work on the wiring a little bit in order for it to even start, and I got that down pat. Had to put new blades on it. Didn't have any blades at all on it, and I had to add a second deck return spring because the tension on the one that was on there was not enough in order for it to pull back. But transmission's good. I had to put a right front tire on it because I had a very small one on it. But transmission's good on it. Just has that little cosmetic with the seat. I got it listed for $425. It's a 38-inch, 13.5 horse Briggs. Figure it's a $400 mower to somebody. I did get a request for a hauler mower. I'm still not 100% confident because the guy that I want to sell it to has lung issues, and so he pretty much just needs to get from his house to his garage, and the starter on that one, it seems like it's dragging a little bit or something's wearing down the battery. But I had to put a bunch of parts and stuff on this because it was missing the ignition coil, starter solenoid, and had to put a carburetor on it too. But don't have a deck for it. Didn't come with a deck. I got it for free, so I have no money in it. It came with a lot of that LT3000 Craftsman. So these are kind of twins, although not really. Same-ish type style. This is a 38-inch, 15.5 horsepower Southern States. Pretty much the same as a Craftsman, just a more budget model. I have not. These are kind of the things I want to kind of work on this week. I know this needs a carburetor, deck engagement cable, 1 deck arm to the deck, and some ATF in the tires, and hopefully that'll do what it needs to do. This one's been sitting out for a while though, so we'll have to do a little bit of work. This one might be the deck spindles here. We'll see if it needs deck spindles, but I will do a standalone video for that for max speeding rods. That way they have it in their library and arsenal. The next one is this Craftsman LT1000. It came with a 2-bin bagger. And it seems to be in good shape. It looks like it's weathered the storm a little bit, or been outside, but I think it's missing a carburetor. I've got carburetors here. I just got to get them out and get them fixed. And I know it'll need a deck engagement cable and the deck pulleys freed up. Pretty common for all Craftsmans. That is the last of my neighbor's Snapper's triage of mowers. Had a little bit of water in the carb. Drained the carb out till there was gas flowing out. Started up. The deck safety switch was bad. I know y'all are going to kill me for this, but I removed it from the mower. But there is still like a seat safety and a brake safety and all that stuff on it. So it's not safety-less or safety-free. Plus, these things didn't come with safeties back in the 80s anyway. So deck's missing on it because the owner took the deck to get it welded. It had a couple of rust holes in it. So whenever he brings the deck back, I'll put a battery in it, service it, put a belt on it, and get it out of here. So let's move on to the lean-to. And show you what we have in here. Here's another. I've got the deck for it, but this one's the one. I've had a bad transmission. The reverse has gone out in it, I'm pretty sure, even though I swapped the transmission into it because the other one had seized shift forks. So that one's, I mean, this one runs and drives. It just doesn't have any reverse, or reverse is very sketchy on it. So I just got to do a trans swap, and I think I'm going to do a hydro trans swap and take all the parts off of that mower right there, that whole rear end axle, because that's about all that's good left on that. So we're going to do that. We're going to put this, we'll do that eventually. This will be after those two that are in there. Swapping the trans out isn't going to be too bad. It's got a 16 horsepower Briggs on it, so it might struggle a little bit, but kind of do with what you got. I got my Husqvarna there. It's just chilling for right now. Nothing wrong with it, apart from the plastic transmission, the wheel horse, and 2-cycle stuff. About 4 chainsaws back there, so that'll be kind of a fall-winter project. That 1970s tiller is still working on it. Still kind of in the back. I'll get to it a little bit later. It's just kind of whatever I can get out the door at this time. The 2 blowers I'm selling as a pair because one of them I was able to get working. The other one doesn't have enough compression to stay running. But they have a lot of interchangeable parts. There's the hedge trimmers I talked about. The SRM 2100 weed eater. Both of those just had carb replacements. They run great. That weed eater's a little bit cosmetically beat up, but it's all that's wrong with it. Troy built curve shaft weed eater. Again, new carburetor. Nothing crazy. Couple of push mowers that were kind of the nicer ones lined up. The Husqvarna back there. The red one's blown up. The Toro is my neighbor's son's. It just needed water drained out of the gas. And it runs good again. That was a 5-minute job. This Craftsman I fixed. I had to put a carburetor on it, pull rope, shut off switch, flywheel key. Smokes a little bit, but it does run. Self-propel does work. Got it listed for $75. I cannot get any hits on it. It's crazy. I know the yellow wheels and stuff, but at that price point, a self-propel mower, them things usually fly off the shelves. This is another one. It has a Tecumseh engine on it. I had this thing listed for $100. I've had no problem selling mowers in this condition for $100 this year. And I cannot get rid of this thing for the life of me right now. It's got a new carburetor, new pull rope. The blade is a little rusty. I might have to recondition the blade, Jason Pate, in order to get this thing sold. But the blade is new otherwise, apart from some of the paint falling off. Sharp, good lift. Nobody wants it. Just sitting on some stuff. But as you can see, I had a whole load of push mowers here on the trailer. And we've really thinned out quite a few of them. We haven't thinned out all of them. Some of them I just need to take it to the dump. But, you know, the back third of the trailer, so to speak, is pretty much gone. I did move some of these decks down here just for right now, which I'll move eventually. Or find homes for them. It just kind of depends on what I can find. A lot of the stuff here at the front is going to need a lot more work. That's why, since I've got a couple for sale, I'm just going to try and crank out a couple riders since they take up more space. But like I said, I think a lot of the parts, the rear end and stuff, is going to go onto that green Craftsman. Maybe a couple of other things. The Toro, I might actually have a replacement Kohler Courage to go on the Toro, but if all plans go through, I want to put this V-twin Briggs on this Toro. It'd make for a very stout riding mower. I have the deck for this. I think I may need a couple of springs. I have to do a little research on this one, but that's about it for this one. A lot of the stuff on the back I've had, y'all seen in the past year. One I do want to get out pretty soon is this red Murray, because I got it for free. I think the deck spindles are frozen on it, but it looks complete otherwise. So we'll see what we end up doing, but these will be very far down the line if I even get to them this year, quite honestly, so I'm not going to spend a lot of time on them. Knowing I've needed to do some work to this engine, I have taken a couple of parts off of this Husky rider because the base plate's cracked on the engine, and I was told the Varadrive pulleys it was eating Varadrive pulleys, so I'm kind of hesitant to even fix this. But we'll see what I end up doing with. It's really not in terrible condition apart from the hood. But I've got this other Craftsman here. This is the one I picked up for 50 bucks. It was complete, but somebody has dismantled a bunch of stuff, and I just need to put it back together. The deck for that is lying over here somewhere. Again, just what I can get to. I really, really want to get to this Murray wide body with the big tractor wheels on it. I hope it's not too far gone to fix. Truthfully, I hope it's not. I really would like to get this one going again. It's got the 21 horsepower opposed twin Briggs and the 46-inch 3-blade deck. It does have a little deck rot, but I don't think it's to the point where it is detrimental. It won't bring a ton of money, but it would be better than no money, you know. So, again, some of these I'll be thinning out the herd at the end of the year. We'll see what I end up doing, though. This is another one I do want to eventually save. It's one of those rear engine riders. It's a Murray, but it's under a Craftsman guise. It was given to me as well, and it's pretty much complete. It probably just needs some carb work and putting back together, and I'll have to put that plastic transmission pulley back on it because I robbed it to sell that Murray rear engine rider a while back. Again, I have some decks and stuff and some 2-cycle stuff. What I usually do is when the fall hits, I usually just look at my stuff and I'm like, am I ever going to fix it? Is it even worth fixing? If so, keep it, fix it over the winter. If not, it gets sent on down the line. So that's kind of an update. Again, kind of an update on everything. And again, if you are looking for any mower parts, car parts, performance parts, then you got Max speeding rods. They sent me those deck spindles. Again, always enjoy getting items to try out and whatnot. It helps the channel grow, and really grown the channel quite a bit here lately. It's been great to see. Ever since about late March, early April, we've been picking up subscribers like crazy. We're almost at 3,200, and I'm thankful for every one of you. And I appreciate y'all watching. I hope y'all enjoyed this update. As you can see, I do videos twice a week, Wednesday and Sunday. I have to supplement because I don't have any really wintertime action here with snowblowers, and so I have to make everything that I do during the summer, spring and the summer, last throughout the channel and make it last through the winter to the following season. So you'll see a lot of these projects coming up on the channel here this summer, and I hope y'all enjoy all the fixes. And I appreciate y'all watching, and I will catch y'all on the next video here tomorrow night, actually. So see you then.